Welcome to Next Gen Leaders. Today we are thrilled to introduce Sakshi Shirbay, a data-driven UX designer with over 4 years of industry experience. Sakshi's experience includes user research, data analysis, web design, wireframing, phototyping, and illustrations. With a master's degree in human-computer interaction from Indiana University, Indianapolis, she's honed her skills in gathering user requirements, conducting usability testing, and translating data insights into actionable visuals that optimize digital experiences. Sakshi is passionate about user-centric design and is known for leveraging data analytics tools like Google Analytics and Microsoft Clarity to enhance customer satisfaction. Her ability to collaborate across diverse teams and lead projects with a focus on AI technology sets her apart in her field. She's also a gifted artist expressing her creativity through painting and a dedicated volunteer committed to education, the environment, and women's empowerment. Join us as we explore Sakshi's journey, exploring how she's using her skills to create meaningful user experiences, her aspirations for an AI-driven future of UX design, and how her diverse interests contribute to her well-rounded and impactful approach to life. Sakshi, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me at this podcast. And I really want to thank you, Deneen, for giving me this opportunity to speak and talk about my career and all the opportunities.
I'm excited to have you on the show. Share a little bit about your background.
I am Sakshe Shirbhate, and I'm currently working at IU Environmental Resilience Institute, ERI, that is called, as a UX designer. I completed my master's in human-computer interaction from Indiana University, Indianapolis. Prior to that, I have 4 years of experience working in UX industry, and I have an engineering background with that.
Tell our listeners what inspired you to take this path in your career.
And what inspired me to pursue this career is I have been a curious kid since childhood, and I've been drawn to creativity and always driven towards creative art. And I had this fascination about technology through watching Net Geo channels, Discovery channels, and that's how I got fascinated by how emerging technologies like AI and IoT are shaping our world. And with that experiences, I started to dig into what are the different designing aspects that ignites UX design, customer engagement. So that's how I found that UI UX is something which is more of technology and finding more about user and meeting the needs of them.
It sounds as though you knew early on in your childhood what type of study that you wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, I did know couple of pillars like creativity, technology, sustainability, and research. So these will become 4 pillars where on which I wanted to build a career. So that's how I connected the dot and found this career, and I've been into this field now for 4 years now.
Excellent. Now, I have to ask you a question about technology since that's your background. Can you tell me what app or technology you can't live without and why?
That's a really good question. I think being a designer, I think I would say Figma, because it is very easy to use, and it gives us the liberty to collaborate seamlessly with any of the teammates. And it's really real-time collaborative features really helps me brainstorm over different ideas, and then receiving instant feedback on designs or any brainstorming sessions. And I think that is very essential for creating anything effective for any user experience or for the brainstorming sessions.
If I understand correctly, that platform lets any number of people engage and you can see each other's work,
Yeah.
being able to collaborate in real time is very helpful.
Yeah, that is definitely helpful because you get to see the real-time updates from your teammates and what you are doing. So it gives an liberty for everyone to engage at the same time and learn about different perspectives as you go through the design process or the brainstorming sessions.
I have to ask you about current trends because technology is always changing. Can you tell me what are some of the current trends in your area that excite you the most?
Yeah, definitely. That's a really good question because, like recently the AI has just launched the generative AI features and everything, and every industry is changing. And I feel that I'm really excited about this advancement in generative AI and its application, and that too in UX design. And I feel like the ability to leverage AI and to create personalized user experiences that could streamline design processes is really revolutionary. Additionally, I feel like generative AI can also help in sustainability because my focus is also on how AI can be used to mitigate the climate change. And I feel like this is the era where we can solve any problem with technology and mitigate any problem, whether it's user problem or it's a global problem like climate change. So I think it would help us solve those problems through digital products and making the experiences more immersive and engaging.
That's very insightful. I am going to go off script for one moment because I was looking at your bio and I noticed that you have a passion for painting. How long have you been painting?
I started doing that since my childhood because I was fascinated by making some like waste out of best material, like some things, and I just used to paste it on my wall, and that kind of helped me to um, like explore different types of art, like intricate mandala art or abstract painting or clay modeling, embroidery, calligraphy, photography. So this started to like pique my interest, and I used to take like part in my school competitions, and that fueled my curiosity and creativity. So yeah.
I like that, and I'm seeing a trend. You are enjoying pursuing a career in the creative arts, if you will, because I think that there's some creativity involved in the field that you have chosen, and also to be able to have that passion extend over to your hobby with your passion for painting.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, definitely. That's what I've been like looking forward to because, as I mentioned before, the four pillars: AI, the technology, sustainability, research, and creativity are the four pillars where I want to build my career.
I also see that you enjoy volunteer work, and I think volunteer work is so helpful. A lot of times people volunteer because they think that they can help someone. I also think that in addition to helping someone when you volunteer, it also makes you a better person. Can you share with us about your volunteer experience?
Yeah. So I recently volunteered at TEDx IUPUI, where I was design director, and in that role I was responsible for creating the social media presence for that event, and it really helped me see a different perspective about how TEDx event is being um, like displayed on such a global platform and how people are impacted by such a positivity and how they can learn it. And I feel like being a and doing this volunteer work, it helps you give back to the community what you have learned and what you want to support and what specific areas you want to nurture, because there are always people who are seeking guidance, need mentorship, and if you are that person, you want to give back. So I think that is the core value where I feel like community work is something where I could feel that it gives me upliftment and uh, give me an like positivity that I'm doing something for society, and it just fulfills my heart. I can say that.
Volunteering is so fulfilling on so many levels, and I can hear it in your voice when you talk about the volunteering, that that's something that's very important to you. So congratulations, and continue to do that. I think when we volunteer in the community, it makes our community better, it makes our lives more fuller and richer, and it is an
Yeah.
important part of our contributions to society.
Yeah, and I'll also want to add that uh, after that volunteer experience, I also volunteered at Midwest Climate Summit, which happened in IUI, and it was really insightful because you get to meet like climate fellows and different people who are working in climate, getting to know more about what climate issues that are they facing, and being in technology, that really helped me understand from it from a different perspective, like how technology can help solve sustainability problem.
Sakshi, it has been a pleasure speaking with you today. But before we wrap up, I have one final question to ask you. When you think about your experiences volunteering, your work, and the education that you have just completed, what is your dream role?
hmm Yeah, I look forward to have a role as a UX designer or product designer. Maybe that could be specializing with AI, generative AI applications, and I aspire to create innovative digital solutions that can enhance the user experience and contribute to sustainable goals. I envision working in a collaborative environment where I can leverage my design skills and technical knowledge to make a meaningful impact, not just socially but environmentally too.
Listeners, you've heard her dream job. So if you have an opening for that position or know someone who is hiring for someone in that role, please connect with Sakshi on LinkedIn. I'll provide that information in the comments. Sakshi, it has been a pleasure talking to you today. Thank you so much for sharing your insight.
Thank you so much, Deneen, for this opportunity, and I really appreciate it.
Listeners, join us again as we explore the inspiring stories of tomorrow's leaders, offering a community of support, growth, and innovation. Proudly sponsored by Atard Leadership Academy, Next Gen Leaders is a part of the Learn, Lead, Go podcast, committed to nurturing the next wave of leadership talent.